Now let's change our opacity. Let's say the reflection is going to be 50%. Go to your selection tool. We can bring that up. So today we're going to use this image to help us learn about some tools in Adobe Illustrator. If you want, go to the internet or on your computer, find an image and paste it into Adobe Illustrator, or just open it into Adobe Illustrator, and let's use this tool. Make sure it's selected first, and then hit the left click, the rotate tool. And so pretend that this image is like a piece of wood, and we have a nail that we're going to hammer in to this piece of wood. If we nail it here, let's left click, and we spin the wood, it's going to spin right where that nail is, right? So if I left click again over here, let's do it on this side, then it would spin this way. Let's take it to the very top, and it's going to spin like that. Of course, if we did the center, then it's going to spin fairly evenly. But that is the rotate tool. It allows you to manipulate the point at which you are going to rotate. Okay, with the image still selected, go over here to the left, hold down this tool and choose the scale tool. This allows you to really quickly scale your items. What's cool about this is you can flip it backwards. You can flip it upside down, all sorts of different directions. Now this is something I don't usually use because I'll just use the normal scaling using the selection tool. But if this is something that you find helpful, it is right here on the scale tool. All right, now let's learn about the reflect tool. So we have this object here. Let's make a reflection for this object. I'm gonna hold down the Alt key, and so that we have two of them, I'm gonna drag it down and then let go of my mouse. And then go over here to the left and choose the reflect tool. I'm gonna click here at the top, left click, and just drag it down and make sure it's kind of centered here. And hold your Shift key if you want it to be easily lined up. This would be a great time to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It's quick, easy, and it's free. And hold your Shift key if you want it to be easily lined up. Now let's change our opacity. Let's say the reflection is going to be 50%, 20%, whatever you think looks good. Go to your selection tool. We can bring that up, bring it down, however you want it to reflect on the page. There's a much better way to make a reflection with using a transparency mask, but we're going to learn that later. But for now, for quick reflections, the reflect tool can work pretty well. So make sure your image is still selected, and let's go back over here and hit the Shear tool, which is the last one in this list. And really, we can just left click and drag, and you can see what it does here. It kind of angles your object. So if you're not doing a 3D rotation, you just want something simple, this is a nice substitute for 3D rotation, and it's a lot lighter on the file. If you're comfortable with these 4 tools that I just showed you, then go ahead and move on to the next video. If you're not quite ready, then stay put, practice, and make sure you're really comfortable with these tools. This would be a great time to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It's quick, easy, and it's free.